space, and boundaries. Do you ever notice how big the difference is between those two particular words? Well, let me take you to my journey. It was 31st of July 2021, the day when I learned my lesson. The day when I have to be the fourth out of 4 participants in total in paper presentation competition. Well, of course, it was upsetting at the moment because I believe I had done everything under my control to gain that position. And it turns out that I had misunderstood the guideline, which led me into more than 50% of point reduction. Then from now, here I am, appointed as the second most outstanding student of Universitas Airlangga 2022. So what happened? So previously I already had my name prior to the pandemic. I was appointed as the executive committee of international organization. I was appointed as the main coordinator of international competition under my faculty. I was possible to become project officers in many national events. But compared to what I wish I had done, I could say that I was unimpressed. However, compared to the majority of students, let alone medical students, people can say that my life was a total cream puff. But compared to what I wish I had done, compared to what I know I was capable of, I could say that I was really unimpressed. And this realization led me into thinking that I have 2 choices in life. First is to settle down, to slow down a little bit during the pandemic, because I believe I had done really well in my organizational career. Or the second option, I could think something like, okay, how about we advance further, but into the unknown? Because it was unfamiliar, I didn't know what I am going to do, and it was pandemic, so I kind of don't have any references of what I am going to do next. But under the pandemic, I found one particular word which really transformed me the most, which is curiosity. So with curiosity, I can transform my mindset from thinking that I think the pandemic is boundaries for me. I think boundaries really limit me. And during the pandemic, I should just settle down. But with curiosity, I could transform that into thinking, what possibilities I am going to make this year amid the pandemic. I could transfer that shift into thinking that, what should I be doing? Because honestly, pandemic really gives us lights of rays and possibilities. For instance, we have plenty of time. We have ourselves in our home due to the social distancing, so people don't really know what we are going to do. And that actually gives us more space to think what we're really capable of, to think what we really want to go after in our life. And that is the pandemic positivity. And this curiosity led me into thinking, what should I do next? And then I believe curiosity has certain power as well compared to the ambition. If we're talking about the ambition, we tend to think about the finish line. We tend to think about, what should I be doing? What is my main goal? What is I'm doing at the moment? And for instance, for me as a medical student, my finish line could be become a medical graduate with cum laude predicate, and that is ambition. But that's all. If we're talking about the curiosity will let us into thinking beyond the finish line. The curiosity could let us more than that. So for instance, if I become one of the cum laude graduate during my graduation later, My curiosity would think something like, what should I do next? Is becoming a medical graduate with cum laude predicate will be enough for me? Will that be my utmost potential that I can make in our life? And the curiosity will say that is definitely not the best thing. So, what happened with curiosity is that it can lead us farther than any ambition could. And that is what I am talking about, the curiosity. And to think about the curiosity, I can have one particular moment which led me into some recklessness. So this recklessness led me into thinking, should I join mahasiswa berprestasi selection? Out of the blue. And for the record, I was the only participant with no invitation to join mahasiswa berprestasi selection. While my other friends, my rivals, may have won several medical competitions. And of course, I was really afraid to take my first leap. I was really afraid of being judged by my friends, by the judges themselves, or even my rivals. But due to the curiosity, I decided to just go for it. Just go and have faith. Just do what you have always done. And this particular event led me into thinking that I have two different choices. I could say something like, okay, academics are probably not my forte. That is why I was uninvited. But I could also say something like, okay, even though I was uninvited, I will not let someone else define my worth. And that is the power of curiosity once again. So I joined the selection and surprise, I was able to secure the very first place for my Faculty of Medicine most outstanding student. And not only the first place in Faculty of Medicine, but also the second place in TEDxUniversitasAirlangga, the first place in my region, and even the third place in national level. That is the power of curiosity and what it holds. And I could transform from 0 wins into 20-30 wins in less than a year. That is what I want to do during the pandemic, exactly what I comprehend at the moment. And from 0 wins, I could transform that to more than 34 speaker invitations from more than 20 universities, as well as 2 research internships abroad. And all within 1 year, within the pandemic. So, my key point is, when you have the courage and when you have the faith for yourself to flip the very first domino, everything will fall into its places. And when you have the faith for yourself to knock the very first door of opportunities, all will follow. Once the door of opportunities open, it will open more doors ahead. And that is probably the curiosity holds, and we can even comprehend what the opportunities we can always have if we have that curiosity. And as if we put ourselves in a box, if we only listen to our subconscious negative monologue, and if we think that we are limited, if we prison ourselves, then we become limited. But if we think that we can take the leap, we can take the very first leap, then we become limitless. And of course, the risk is great. But I think taking the risk to blossom is definitely so much better than to let your flowers die. So as quoted by Jen Sincero previously, one will not discover a new land without consenting to lose sight of the shore for a very long time. And once you knock the pop bubble and you decide to let go of it, then the magic will never attract any kinds of magic in your life. And if you think small, and we become it. But if we think big, we also become it. So, do you think you sabotage your utmost potential? Well, you answer that for yourself. Don't remark my ideas worth spreading. I am Annisa Salsabilla. Thank you everyone and see you on another side of the world.